Hello. So I'm Michelle, I'm co-founder of Omnia 7, and we have developed StudyKey, an innovative assistive technology to support apprentices in the workplace. We are here today seeking an introduction to apprenticeship training providers and organisations with connections to apprentices. So what is the problem? 1 in 5 experience difficulties such as dyslexia, autistic spectrum disorder, mental health conditions, and long-term health conditions like chronic pain, chronic fatigue, and more recently, long COVID. So how does this affect your apprentices? Well, it means they often have to put in greater time and effort into their work and learning. For apprentices in the workplace, this may mean they need additional help from other members of staff, costing the company time and resource. They may be less efficient than they could be in their roles, and all of this could impact retention and ultimately the completion of their apprenticeships. So how do I know this? I myself struggled at school and college. I was in the slow set at school and told that A-levels were beyond my abilities. Later at college, I was diagnosed with dyslexia and given access to support which turned my learning around. I'm now qualified to master's level in specific learning difficulties and literacy difficulties. I have over 10 years' experience supporting students in higher education overcome barriers to learning, and I have my own agency of over 20 tutors and mentors working with students and apprentices. So alongside me in the team is fellow co-founder Brett. He's a lean technology specialist and has his own software company developing software solutions for international clients. Tanya is our project coordinator, and Brandon is our own in-house apprentice training in operations management. So we've developed StudyKey, an easy-to-use app available on iOS and Android. StudyKey helps the users to identify their challenges, overcome their barriers, and enables them to progress more rapidly. It has 3 key features: the toolkit, the tasks, and the insights. So the first feature, a quick reference toolkit giving easy access to things the apprentice may struggle to remember. So there's a few examples of how it might be used. So they can build banks of things like frequently used words that they need to remember how to spell, banks of abbreviations, symbols, or even, as they've been shown how to complete pieces of paperwork for the first time, like forms, they can take photos of those and upload those so they're there to refer to whenever they need. Another challenge for apprentices can be all the new tasks, routines, and procedures they have to learn. Not only do they have to remember what to do, they have to remember what to do in the correct order, and this can be difficult. So if it's permitted, when they're being shown how to do something for the first time, for example, something on a computer or a piece of equipment, and they have to think, okay, we need to go here, and then you have to remember to go over here, and then you find it over here. They can take a recording of that and upload it to the toolkit, so they've got some clips of recordings to refer back to as many times as they need to, and at their own pace. So the next feature is the tasks feature. The tasks feature enables the apprentice to be able to set targets for specific tasks they need to focus on. It's easy to become overwhelmed when there's lots of things that you need to do, and there's some key things that you have to make sure you get done. This is actually my tasks feature, and you can see that one of the things here on my task list has been practicing this presentation. For the last week, it's appeared in my task list, and each time when I'm ticking off what I've done, I'm also logging how it's gone. So I'm using emojis. If I've not practiced it as many times as I had intended, I've been prompted with a photo of here to remind me of the need to focus on practicing for today. So as mentioned, as you're logging off how things are going, and you can also include in there a general journal on how your apprenticeship journey is progressing. It's feeding into the insight section. The insight section supports the apprentices to be able to see their progress, reflect on their achievements, and then also identify their challenges. As it can be difficult for some apprentices to communicate with people who can support them how things are going, they can invite to their insights mentors or tutors. They can then help them to reflect, and then also help them to offer support when they see areas of challenge. So there's good news. As it's recognised that some apprentices will need additional support, there's funding available, and that's available through the ESFA. There's 2 pots of funding that could be used. There's the Additional Learning Support Fund, which is up to £150 per month, and the Excess Learning Fund, which is up to £19,000 per year. So we ourselves wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for BetaDen. Like Study Key, BetaDen has supported us to identify our challenges. They've helped us overcome the barriers, and they've enabled us to progress more rapidly to get to this point here today. So thank you to everybody who's contributed to that. So that's us. We're Omnia 7. Omnia meaning prepared for anything. And that's what we wish for our users. So as mentioned, we're looking to connect with apprenticeship training providers and those with connections to apprentices. Thank you for listening, and please come and find us at the end.